Schlack, we'll call the meeting to order. If you'll all rise for the pledge and stay standing for invocation. And Reverend Brothers is here, so we're asking Joe to do our invocation.
Let's start with a quote from George Washington. He said, "How far you go in life depends on your being, depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and the strong, because someday in your life you will have been all of these." Lord, we ask for your help to exhibit the traits advanced by George Washington. Help us to see the issues which must be addressed and the wisdom to properly address such issues. And finally, we ask for your wisdom for not only us, but for our president in dealing with these domestic and international concerns. Amen.
Mike, if you'll take the roll call, please.
All right. Councilman Marcos.
Here.
Councilman Blevins.
Here.
Councilman Schlack.
Present.
Councilman Valerius.
Present.
Councilman Loyd.
Here.
Pro-Tem Lalli. And Mayor McLeod.
Here.
We have a quorum, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Schlack, seconded by Mr. Lalli. Any corrections or changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion has carried. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for our meeting of April 12?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Marcos,
Second.
second by Mr. Loyd. Any corrections, changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion has carried. Organizational business. We're finally going to get to celebrate this evening a few accomplishments. I understand that we are missing some of the cheerleading squad because they're out running in this lovely weather. So I'm sure that the ones that are here are happy that they're here. This has been coming for a couple of years. It's been delayed. But maybe it's even better that we're here celebrating a three-peat. Proclamation, well, I need to get the right one up here, right? This is a proclamation in recognition of the Allen Park High School cheerleading team winning the 2022 state championship. Whereas on March 5, 2022, the Allen Park High School cheerleading team captured the Michigan High School Athletic Association Division II State Championship, and whereas under the leadership of head coach Julie Goodwin and assistant coaches Tina Johnson and Megan Terry, the 2022 championship marked the third year in a row that the Jaguars squad has captured the state championship title. And whereas through their hard work, dedication, teamwork, and commitment, the Lady Jaguars brought honor upon themselves and to the entire Allen Park community. And whereas the Allen Park City Council recognizes, and if you would stand when I call your name, Ella Anselmi, Bailey Benedetti, Christina Best, Alia Breckenridge, Madison Buchanan, Emma Buffa, Adriana Carone, Avery Coogan, Kirsten Ferguson, Allison Gambos, Charlotte Kerr, Victoria Koziel, Cassidy Kuhn, Ava Metalik, Emily Mirka, Molly O'Reilly, who's running, Abigail O'Bricky, Ashton Amodil, Ella Peschke, Cassidy Reardon, Alyssa Rios, Sophia Serratos, Madison Setzer, Emily Unger, Mackenzie Varner, Mackenzie Waddell, Emma Williams, and Kara Wiskow for their accomplishments, hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor Gail McLeod, on behalf of the City of Allen Park and all of its elected officials, do hereby recognize and congratulate the Allen Park High School Lady Jaguars, cheerleading team and coaches for their outstanding achievement in winning 3 consecutive Division II state championships. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Allen Park, Michigan, to be affixed this 26th day of April 2022. Congratulations. You will each receive a copy, including your coaches, so if you'd like to come up. And that way everyone can see you. This is for each of the coaches. I'll probably give you the extras for Mr. Gardner and those students that aren't here. Yes, she's here from the Allen Park today. I have a newspaper article for you.
I'm just gonna squeeze in one.
Wait just one moment. We've got several individuals here. We have State Representative Liberati and Commissioners Shaydun and Palomera, who would also like to recognize and honor you.
Is that an award from the House of Representatives, especially the 13th District? Congratulations, 3 years, that's outstanding. And I'd like to also offer you to come up to Lansing if you want. We can do a tour, and I can recognize you on the House floor. Yeah, whatever works for you guys. Come on up. You've had a two-peat, you've never had a three-peat up there. That's very impressive.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the Wayne County Commissioner, my colleague Joey Palomera and I would like to present you with this resolution honoring you. And I'll just read a couple paragraphs. The Allen Park High School cheerleading team is to be commended for its outstanding performances in winning 3 straight Division II state championships. Therefore, be it that the Wayne County Commission offers its heartfelt congratulations to the Allen Park High School cheerleading team in bringing home a well-earned and well-deserved state championship to the Allen Park community. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your presence at the Wayne County County Commission, full board meeting. We will arrange that, and then we will recognize you also during our Wayne County Commission full board meeting as well.
I can see why you won. Such a bunch of beautiful smiles and genuine people. You're going to win 4 in a row. I think about that. Congratulations to all of you.
Proclamation of Independence? Do we have like a little seal?
And before we let everyone of these young ladies go home, because I'm sure that they've got schoolwork to do, I have one last proclamation here. And this is to honor Julie Goodwin's achievements in coaching. And I'm sure that anyone who has ever played a team sport knows how important the head coach is or the captain of the team. And I did a little research, and I tried to verify that I had all my information. I probably missed some. Whereas Julie Goodwin and her staff led the Allen Park varsity cheer team to their 3rd consecutive state championship in 2022, and whereas Julie Goodwin has led the Allen Park cheer team to 5 state championships while serving as coach, and whereas Julie Goodwin was named the Michigan High School Athletic Association Coach of the Year in 2022, receiving that honor for the 4th time in her career with Allen Park High School, and whereas Coach Goodwin was inducted into the Competitive Cheer Hall of Fame in 2021, as well as being named Coach of the Year that same year, and whereas Coach Goodwin was previously named Coach of the Year twice when the cheer team was not the state champion, is a testament to the high level of her coaching skills. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Gail McLeod, on behalf of the City of Allen Park and all of its elected officials, do hereby congratulate Coach Goodwin for being recognized and appreciated by her peers for coaching excellence. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Allen Park, Michigan, to be affixed this 26th day of April 2022. And now we will move on to the rest of our organizational business, where we have, as usual, placed our city administrator in an unenviable position.
Congratulations to the Allen Park cheer team 3 times. I worked in a previous community that they were also champions as well. So it may be me. Maybe, likely not, but.
Good thing you didn't say that other community while they were here.
Yeah.
They don't take kindly to that other community.
No, they don't. They don't. I think actually the Commissioner Palomero may have a difficulty because I think he may represent that other school as well. I always always remember, our city engineer, so Hasselbeck, would go to the cheer events for his daughter who went to Divine Child. And Divine Child was a pretty good team, and Allen Park had a good team, and that other school down in Gibraltar had a good team, and he was kind of conflicted because those were all of his clients. So very difficult to cheer when you cheer for your kids, but you got to be careful with the others. So. Well, good evening, Mayor, Council residents. Just a couple quick items here. If you've come along the freeway off of 94, or tried to come off of 94 and to get to Southfield, still some difficulty. The westbound 994 ramp to southbound M39 is still closed. They're doing a repair on a wall that was damaged during a car crash. Traffic is being detoured around, and then also at the same time, they did a road repair in the exit ramp of that Southfield, or 94 to Southfield, that was necessary to have done. So kind of timing worked out pretty well for all of that. That project should be wrapped up by the end of the month, and then they'll be back open again. DT will be working on a meter relocation program and a service line replacement program here in 2022. The main work area boundaries are going to be Champaign Road, Pelham Road, Pinecrest Drive. I'm going to go with the Pinecrest Drive is the area, but it's actually going to be the railroad track. So those houses would be northeast of or northwest of Pinecrest, Southfield Road, and then Arno, or basically the railroad tracks. So basically the area north of the high school is going to be affected this time around. They're looking to replace or address 1,243 meters and repair about 0.73 miles of service line. We are working with them, Tom and Matt, myself working with the DT, because Winona is going to be getting a water main replacement this season, in the construction season. That is also scheduled to get some of the service line replacement. So we want to kind of tie those together. So we're not going in and either doing the water main, restoring the property, then they come in and just destroy it again, or vice versa. So we're working with the DT. And a couple of those people live here in town, so it's nice to have those connections with the with people that actually live here in the community as well with DT. And Barbara Rickwalder, if you guys have dealt with her in the past, very, very helpful for the city issues that we've had being able to address. Despite the weather issues we've been incurred here with the rain, contractor's been on site to start the construction of the new playground equipment and installation of the safety tiles at Kennedy Park. Recall this was awarded a couple years ago, but not a couple years ago, but a year ago, a little over a year ago. Got delayed in the fall with just the weather and supply issues, but that is going to be, should be completed here in the next few weeks. That was a grant funded by the Wayne County Community Development Block Grant Program, CDBG, for $233,500. I put that number down there a little bit just because I realized how much the grant was for, which was good, but also playground equipment is not cheap. And I think when people look at the parks and then they think, well, we just replaced that, we're just not buying stuff you can go to or go to Sam's Club or Costco. So it is rather expensive. The safety tiles are expensive, but they are well worth the investment that we'll have for years to come. The proposed fiscal year 2021-22 budget was, I apologize, that is not the 2021-22 budget. You have the proposed 2022-23 budget in front of you.
That's good.
That was given to you guys this evening. There'll be a budget workshop on that at the next Tuesday, May 3rd, 6 o'clock here at City Hall. And I just want to congratulate the following employee for reaching the milestone with the city service of 15 years. That'd be Derek Spencer, and the fire department had reached 15 years April 30th. So congratulations to him.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept and file the administrator's report?
Motion.
Sorry.
Motion.
By Mr. Blevins.
Support.
Second, supported by Mr. Valerius. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Now we come to public comments. You're limited to 4 minutes. All we ask is that you provide your name and the street on which you live. We do not want the exact address. We're open for public comments. Since no one's leaping up out of their seat, we are closed for public comments. I have a consent agenda.
He raises it.
Is that just
It's public comments.
Come on up.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. I just wanted to, last council meeting, I was tardy to the party, if you will. So I just wanted to come and bring greetings. My name is John Conyers III. I am running for United States Congress in the 13th Congressional District. I just wanted to say hello to you all and to the citizens of Allen Park. I will be going door to door at some point, but I just wanted to introduce myself and say hello. And I hope to see you all on the campaign trail. Thank you very much.
No one else is coming up? We're now closed. Consent agenda. Consent agenda consisting of purchasing actions, claims and accounts, and the payroll report, and a license for the scrap hauler permit number 1-2022 for Greg Hendrickson with Fab 5 Hauling and Scrapping LLC. May I have a motion?
Motion, Mr.
Motion by Mr. Lalli.
Support.
Supported by Mr. Marcos. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Resolution 1 is to approve the lowest quote Quint Plumbing for the Cunningham Park restroom repairs at a cost of $7,900. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Blevins.
Support.
Supported by Mr. Valerius. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Resolution 2, to purchase one full-sized insulated commercial holding cabinet with a 3-year warranty from the Webstaurant store in the amount of $1,750.25, and two 24-inch refrigeration units with 3-year warranty from Lowe's Home Improvement in the amount of $2,951.92. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Lalli.
Second.
Second by Mr. Loyd. Questions or comments?
Mayor, just so everybody at home, this is to help support the Meals on Wheels program, which is going to be returning to warm meals in the next month.
Correct.
If I may through the chair, the equipment that they had was disrepair. This is actually an eligible expense through the Community Development Block Grant program under Public Services for Seniors. So that's how it would be funded.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Resolution to approve the application to the Michigan Liquor Control Commission for a tavern license for Allen Park Community Center. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Marcos. Second by Mr. Lalli. Comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Resolution's approved. Resolution to approve the fire department purchase the SuperVac Milwaukee 20-inch PPV fan with 2 batteries, 2 chargers, and a shore power adapter from Apollo Fire Equipment in the amount of $5,574.95. May I have a motion?
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Schlack.
Second.
Second by Mr. Valerius. Comments or questions?
Since I like to hear Chief Cann speak, I just want him to come up and talk about this.
So we know what we're,
Well, I
Fine.
just like to hear him talk.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. So what we carry PPV or positive pressure ventilation fans on our fire engines and fire ladder. They're an integral part of modern firefighting. And they can be used for a number of things. They can be used in fire attack to clear out hot smoke and gases to allow firefighters to advance into a fire. They can be used just to clear carbon monoxide or natural gas out of a building in the event that that's accumulated there as well. And they can be used after a fire or simply to help a resident out if they've burned something badly on their stove and their house is stinking, and so it can be a convenience for them as well, so that we can reduce the odor damage in their homes. We've carried these fans for 20, 25 years. We've gone from gasoline to electric because the gasoline fans blow carbon monoxide into the homes as well. So when somebody invented electric fans, we went in that direction in the past. Unfortunately, 2 out of the 3 of our electric fans failed almost within weeks of each other. And as much as Roy and the garage team tried to Frankenstein them together into one, they weren't able to do that, unfortunately. So right now, we're running with 1 gas fan, 1 old-style electric fan that plugs in. This fan is the latest, greatest, and it's we use Milwaukee batteries on our engines for hand tools for extricating people out of cars and other things that we'd have to do on a fire scene. So this will take Milwaukee batteries, and it will run without a cord. This is especially important in high rises, stairwells and high rises that we have to keep smoke free while we're having people evacuate, and in the event that it's a long-term use and we run out of battery juice, it will still plug in on our generator on our fire engine. So that's why we need these items, and that's why they're not only useful, but sometimes life-saving.
Thank you.
Good? Thank you very much.
Anyone have any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is carried. Resolution 5, to designate DPS Director Tom Murray as signatory for Wayne County Storm Water Management Permit M52174 for Elder Drive / Ecorse Creek AP 98, and that the city agrees to the stipulations in the permit. May I have a motion?
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Lalli,
Support.
supported by Mr. Schlack. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. The resolution's approved. Resolution 6, to designate DPS Director Tom Murray as signatory for Wayne County Stormwater Management Permit M51815 for 5900 Allen Road, which is the Varan Funeral Home location, and that the city agrees to the stipulations in the permit. Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius.
Second.
Second by Mr. Marcos. Any questions or comments? No one's curious. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Resolution is approved. Resolution 7, to approve the agreement between the City of Allen Park and Pictometry International for Pictometry Connect CA-50 at a cost of $1,650. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Lalli,
Second.
second by Mr. Loyd. Comments or questions?
Can I have an explanation on that, please?
Thank you, because I took the over on 48 minutes as well, so. Cruising around too quick here. This is a program that we use, software program we use in the City Hall. Actually, almost every department in the city uses it. I think I heard maybe fire doesn't have it, and I think that they will be getting this shortly this next week here. It allows you to, it's kind of Google Earth on steroids. You can kind of get your different views of a property, but you can also go in and measure and get distances, get area. It'll overlay the property boundaries from the plat map as well, so you can kind of get a general idea where the property boundaries are. The software. Again, I think every department in the city uses it. Look at maybe at Rob or Pat, maybe they want to know the distance to put for what the ball fields are, or if we look at it for width of a road for construction, anything like that. We'll be able to help get that information out to make our job a little bit easier. So this is just for the licenses. The other part of the contract comes up at a different time. I'll figure out what that is. And I know we discussed earlier, I'll find out if there's a long-term agreement available that may be a little bit cheaper and over like a 3-year contract. That was Councilman Marcos, known as to us, but that was from earlier tonight. We was mentioning that. So.
Thank you. Yes, it's a critical tool for the building department. Very much a time saver, so. If there's no further comments or questions, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. The resolution's approved. Resolution 8, to approve the Notice of Intent resolution for the general obligation capital improvement bonds in an amount not to exceed $3,500,000 for the purpose of paying all or part of the cost of capital improvement items in the city. May I have a motion?
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Loyd,
Second.
second by Mr. Lalli.
With the potential issuance of general obligation capital improvement bonds, there is a required referendum period of 45 days that needs to be offered to the voters of the city of Allen Park. That is what this resolution will do, and then Mike will place an ad in the News Herald for that to be publicly viewed. This is for the water main project that has been proposed on Reek Road. That water main would go from Goddard north all the way to Wick Road. We estimate the cost to be somewhere around $2.25 million. We will be asking for probably around 2.5 is the sale. This ordinance, or this resolution does go up to $3.5 million, and for 20 years, we'll be looking for 15. The reason being is if the prices do come in when you do a bid and you exceed any of those, the timeframes or the amounts, the referendum period has to start all over again because you have to start the whole process again. So this gives you a little bit of a buffer to allow for that. Again, this is only for the water main portion. The road portion does not require referendum period because of the source of the funds are Act 51, your gas tax. This will be paid back with user fees from the water department, the water rates, or by general fund dollars. And I just want to make sure to clarify that user fees are the first and foremost. Not likely to use general fund dollars, but that is a backup in there as well. Joe's critiquing.
And-
Make sure I got it right. Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Resolution has carried. We'll move on to council comments, and this evening, Mr. Loyd will start.
I just want to, so again, congratulate our cheerleaders. I know from firsthand experience the level of work and dedication that goes into that. Many of those were my students, and I see the level of effort that goes into it. I will say, I have to give a thank you to Mr. Valerius. Last time around, he had a call to action to pick up a little bit of garbage as you're walking around, and it's something that kind of stuck in my mind every day. I walk my dog at my lunchtime, and I think that's, again, comes back to this idea of making this a better place, and I very much appreciate having him as an example, and I'm very happy to be able to serve next to him here up at council, and I yield.
Thank you. Mr. Valerius, speaking of.
Thanks, Dan. I'm done. No, I'm just joking. Same thing. I wanted to, once winning a state championship once is pretty nice. Twice is like great. 3 times in a row is like totally amazing and awesome. So, I don't think a lot of people give cheerleaders enough credit. It's a sport. Demands are extremely high. The hours upon hours of practice and synchronization and games, competitions, tournaments, district, regional, states, everything else. And to go through that process 3 years straight and come home with the hardware that they have is pretty incredible. And it's an honor for the city and Allen Park High School as well. So I wanted to say that. Thank you, Dan. Again, I encourage you in regards to with it getting warmer and all the wind we've had. It's blowing and circulating a lot of stuff around the city that could be landing in different areas of the city. I'm the liaison for our beautification committee, so they have plans for cleanup events. Get involved in that, or if you're out and about, just walk around, take an extra bag with you, pick up. I mean, it's a pretty simple thing to do, and it does matter. I mean, you take pride in your community, you take pride in your neighborhood, take pride in your own house and lawn and everything else. If everyone went and did that, think of the change it would really make. So, and with that, like I said, it's great to see everyone here present. The donut eating competition, Chief, was amazing. I love donuts, I really do, but I can't eat. No way would I be able to eat a dozen donuts in 8 minutes like that beast did from Ann Arbor. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the pictures online. This guy was like, it it looks like he ate one of our officers, like, for an appetizer before he ate the donuts. He was just a massive man of humanity, but I definitely wouldn't want to mess with the guy. But yeah, it was a great event. I was there with some other council members. It was great to just see the turnout and the money raised for Mimi's Mission. Yeah, it was just an amazing event overall. And so the turnout, the community once again coming out to the auditorium there at Allen Park High School, not only in support of law enforcement, but just as a community. Once again, it's all about the community support for law enforcement and what they give back to the community themselves. So it was awesome to see. And hey, you might as well just cherish it. It's donuts and police officers. They've gone together for, the whole expansive time. So instead of trying to buck the trend and say, hey, we don't eat donuts, just accept it and say you do and you like them. Might as well. Just go with it. So, and with that, I yield. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Mr. Schlack.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I want to personally congratulate Allen Park cheer team for all their efforts and amazing that three-peat. I don't have to say it, that everything else is already said. It's amazing to do quite the feat, and also congratulate Coach Julie Goodwin and her staff. Second, I want to commend Chief Egan and the Allen Park Police Department for organizing the event that my colleague just mentioned, Cops and Pastries. It was a donating contest between our very own finest and surrounding area police departments that benefited Mimi's Mission. Sadly, we did not come in first, as my colleague also mentioned. However, it was mentioned by the victor that his grandfather was a retired Allen Park police officer. So we had a semi-win there, as was mentioned. Lastly, as stated at last meeting, April was proclaimed by many that it is Autism Awareness Month. For me personally, the issue of autism is very dear to me. My oldest son, Gary Jr., he's now 3 years old, was diagnosed with autism last year, or ASD for short. ASD is the result of a neurological disorder that is estimated to affect more than 3 million people and 1 in 68 children in the United States. ASD occurs among all racial, ethnic, and social economic groups. Boys are almost 5 times more likely to be identified with ASD than girls. Yet as a father with a child with ASD, there's a point early on where you have to decide how open you're going to be about your family's struggles and joys. It's an internal dialogue that you have to make the choice of whether to get an autism awareness sticker on you or just consider it a crisis. You sit and think life will be different, and frankly, it is different. It has been different. As a man, that's something new. To my best estimate, we as a male are just a generation or so away from owning our feelings. As an autism dad, you got to figure it out quick. I did. I figured it out quick. I stand by his side and grow prouder with each stride he takes to overcome the situation life has given him. I know he needs me to be emotionally healthy so I can teach him his own emotions and help him find ways to tap into his talents and passions, no different than any other father. With this being the case, I ask everyone in Allen Park and beyond our community to know that each person with ASD is unique and special, and that as a community, we have to be there for those families with special people in their lives with ASD. Because the disability that is ASD comes largely from the community. It comes in many respects from a society that doesn't always provide the education systems that meets the needs of people with ASD. From people that don't always provide education systems that meet those needs or discriminate or even bully those with ASD. Therefore, the next time you see someone with ASD, don't feel sorry for them. Involve them. Get to know them. Try to see who they are. Because the world will be that much better for all of us. Thank you always to the community of Allen Park, and I'm always glad to be your councilman and honored to serve as that councilman. Mayor, I yield my time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Blevins.
Mark, you said 45 minutes? Oh, okay. Okay, so I got some time. So back on Sunday, I had no voice, as you can hear a little bit, but I'm here to speak, so so today I thought it would be nice to, for my bow tie, to wear the police speak for the event back on Sunday, which was a fantastic event, all in all for Mimi's mission. I believe, if I read right, I think they made $10,000 fundraise for it, so fantastic job. Also, because of being spring, make sure that you are checking your cabinets and make sure, checking your pills and all that stuff, and make sure it's not expired and all that stuff. I did a few of that. In the police department, in the lobby, they do take pills for expiration pills as well, so make sure you're checking that, or your neighbors, and anytime. Another thing I've been seeing a lot in our city that I want everyone to make sure, with Memorial Day coming up next month, when you're waving the American flag, to make sure it's proper, not like ripped and all that stuff. And another thing I've been told by multiple residents, that we need to make sure our city hall front lights be lit, our flags, because I've been patient a couple months, and I know we've been doing with the Ukraine lights as well, but it's been a couple months and I've been told, so please make sure those are lit if we're gonna wave them. Also, I hope, and I've talked about it a couple times, that I hope by the end, especially this term, that we can put back up our mayor pictures and represent them, those who ran wherever and stuff, just like at old city halls. And talking about with cops and donuts, it's funny that our old police department place is now where Dunkin' Donuts is at, so just interesting how that happens. But I know, I hope everyone has a wonderful couple weeks, and can't wait to really look into this lovely budget folder. And but please stay optimistic, and I hope everyone has a wonderful spring, and God bless, and I yield.
Thank you. Mr. Marcos.
Okay, we're under orders to keep it short tonight, so everything that they said, I'm with it. Good. I just wanted to mention one thing. I don't know if everybody got these little newsletters from Lynn Kettlehut. He's a realtor, been here forever in Allen Park, showing the last 2 years. I'm going to 19, that's how old I am. 2020 and 2021, over 1,000 Allen Park homes that were sold. Last year, average selling price was $182,000, which was $25,000, nearly $200 more than the previous year, which was over $16,000 more than the year before that. So you've got, in 2 years, homes going for over $40,000 from what they were. Most of these homes, and I can say because there was 3 or 4 on my own street that were sold, the signs didn't even worn up a day, and they were gone. And being that we're all Allen Park residents, we can be assured of one thing: our taxes will be going up.
No, the new home buyers tax.
Well, they're gonna get whacked. Sorry. But that's what happens. But I think it shows that there are a lot of people who want to live here. It's a good city, good people, good departments. Everybody runs their departments so well. And I want to congratulate Tom Murray for being the signatory. I don't know if it's congratulations or not, but he's going to be in charge of all the drains, the creeks, the water main, everything, to be the signatory. So that's a tough job, but I think we all have confidence in Tom that he's the right guy. So other than that, congratulations to the cheerleaders. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you. Mr. Lalli.
Everything is said already, just like Mr. Marco said, but I do want to elaborate a little bit more on the cheerleaders. Thank you very much. Very good. Good. Thank you. God bless you. You and the the cheerleader coach, Mrs. Goodwin. And I want to thank Pelamera, Beidun, and Mr. Tulio for being here. nice to see you guys. Of course, they all left except for Tulio. My man is still here, it's good. And I want to, good luck to John Conyer Jr., was that right? Third. Good luck to you, I hope you win. Thank you very much. I do want to elaborate on the Chief Egan for what he did on last weekend, Sunday. That was the best community affairs we ever seen. It's very nice. I want you to elaborate on it a little bit, if it's okay with the council. Kenny?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll elaborate on behalf of you.
Detective Thorburn organized that.
Okay, he did a good job. They all did a good job, and it was a good community for the autism, which my colleague's son has got one, and I really feel bad for everybody, but he's going to be doing good. Like you said, don't feel bad. Just go and talk to them. They like that. And the mission, the Autism Mini Mission Foundation, they did a good job. You guys did a good job. And first, another one I want to say too is a Memorial Day celebration. This is coming up, which is May the 30th. It will be held at the bottom of the hill, Veterinarian Memorial celebration. It'll be right there at noon. And the VFW and American Legion is going to do it. And hopefully the whole council and citizens will be there. It'll be a nice little celebration like we did last year. Hopefully next year we'll have a parade. We will have a parade next year. Isn't that right, guys? Yeah, we'll have a parade next year. And I wanted to elaborate a little bit on a Vietnam Memorial and Beyond, which is on College Street. We're going to have a meeting soon, probably next week sometimes, with the Pat Hawkins, because I think we got more information on that, and we're going to see if we could have a successful meeting that night. It'd probably be Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember what day it is, but I will put it out there, and I'll tell Debbie to put it on the post. And the chief here, what's your name? Mark Kibby. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right, and I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. God bless you, and good night.
Thank you, Tony. Michael?
Just want to remind voters of Allen Park that we do not have a May election. We have had people call the office asking, no, not this May. They come in August and November, and I'll be swamping you with information. But as always, I will plug, if you have any questions, go to michigan.gov/vote. Especially you high school kids, you don't even have to come into the office. You don't have to fill out forms. You go online, michigan.gov/vote. It's that easy. So sign up there and you'll be good to go. And with that, thank you all for coming out tonight. God bless you and good night.
Thank you. I'm going to be very brief. I said a lot of what I needed to say during the proclamations. Very proud of all of the individuals, the coaches, the hard work they put in. When I was younger, I kind of was more of a different team player and kind of looked askance at the cheerleading, but I have a better appreciation having seen some of the things and observed what they go through. There's a lot of time that's spent. I'm sure their parents can fill you in on that. So kudos to the parents also. But there's nothing like developing teamwork. Too often people go out into the business world or society and they think that teamwork is sitting there and nodding your head in total agreement with everything that a director or supervisor might say, even if you don't agree. That's not being part of a team. It's not being a leader either. Teamwork is an understanding that someone may be more talented than me or better at something else. Teamwork is learning that sometimes I'm going to sit the bench. Teamwork is having appreciation for your fellow team members. but very, very proud of them and what they've achieved, and hope that continues. The event on Sunday was super. Just another example of our police department and how they reach out to the community. It's been going on since Cop on the Block, where people get to know one another and they get to meet our officers and understand that just like everyone else, they're real people with families and children and great sense of humor, which some of them were on display on Sunday, but also a great fundraiser. And if no one is familiar, if you're not familiar with Mimi's Mission, please look into that. I was very exposed to it when they did the fundraiser in our jail last December, I believe it was. It's an incredible organization doing incredible things and have been a wonderful resource to many, many families and to our public safety officers, both police and fire. What they have passed along to those individuals, I know Chief Egan can attest to this, is very, very beneficial. I'm not going to go on any further. I'll probably call for an adjournment and remember 10 or 15 things I wanted to say, but they must not be that important. Thank you all for coming tonight. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Blevins, seconded by Mr. Valerius. Is that correct?
I'm the only one that didn't say anything.
All right, Mr. Lalli, was that? We have to get this right. Blevins and Lalli, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We're adjourned at 6:51.